Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, and we're here standing right in front of the brand new Phoenix Rising roller coaster. It just opened this summer, and I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun. If you have young ones, they're gonna love it. Let me turn around and give you a forward-facing view. So here it's coming. There's a fun little few corkscrews, but nothing that actually officially goes upside down. It just kind of twists and turns throughout the whole ride. And it's based on the Phoenix bird. There are 4 phoenixes in the ride. There is the Aqua, which is water. There is Ignis, which is fire. There is Glacius, which is ice. And there is Terra, which is earth. And when you get ready to start the ride, there are screens in the load zone and it will glow for one of the birds. So we got the Terra Phoenix. So it's just something a little fun, you know, to keep the kids engaged, I think, when going on this. But this is a great ride for young ones. Let me give you the height requirement. And 42 inches is the height requirement. So a lot of young ones could ride this. This is the seat. It's an overhead bar that comes down, but the bars are on the side. So when this comes down over you, there's no real bar in front of you. You can hang on here, but there's no real handlebar either. But it's a ton of fun. So if you have, you know, kids that are 42 inches or higher and they want something a little more thrilling to get used to coasters, this would definitely be it. Phoenix Rising. And it's been a few months since I've been here to Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, so we're going to check out some of the new shows that they have. They have a brand new ice skating show that opened this summer that I definitely want to check out. There's an animal show that we want to see, and there's lots of great animal encounters here at Busch Gardens. And it is now fall. It's September, so in the evening here at the parks, they have a special ticketed Halloween event called Hallow Scream. We will not be staying for Hallow Scream tonight, but just know that if you're traveling to Tampa Bay in the fall season, September through October, and you are interested in haunts, definitely come here to Busch Gardens and check out Hallow Scream. I hear it is an excellent event. But here during the daytime, on the weekends, and today is a weekend day, they do offer trick-or-treating for the young ones, and it's included in your park ticket. So we're definitely going to show you that today as well, and many other things. Let's get going. Check out the cheetah, everybody. We're going to see the keeper talk here with the cheetahs in just a couple of minutes. And several of the animal exhibits here at Busch Gardens do keeper talks throughout the day, and you can find them on the schedule. And if that's something you're interested in, you can kind of just wander from habitat to habitat and see different keeper talks. All right, everyone, we're now going to watch the Rhythm of Nature ice skating show. This show is brand new this summer here at Busch Gardens. So if you're around, definitely check it out.
Rich with tradition, young Dakari stands at the edge of destiny, poised to become the next great leader.
When I'm asleep, because my dreams are bursting out.
All right, everybody, so we're now going to head into the Pantopia Theater here to see the Animal Tales show. I'm excited to see this. I've never actually seen it. It's been around for a bit, but I just never catch the show times. I think it only happens a couple of times a day. You enter here through this little red concrete thing here. So we're going to go on in and check it out.
Is Edgar. He is an Eastern screech owl, and before we go any further, who wants to hear a bird joke? Yeah. Edgar here is a pretty smart dude. Any guesses what his favorite subject is in school? It is math, in particular, algebra. Edgar here is a rescue, and over the last 5 decades, Busch Gardens and our sister parks have been able to rescue more than 40,000 animals. Unfortunately, Edgar was injured just over a decade ago, and he ended up with permanent damage to one of his wings and unable to fly. So the federal government decided it was in his best interest to get a job as an ambassador. So we gave him a home here at Busch Gardens. He's an adult. Eastern screech owls don't get any bigger than this. And even though he can't show off the ability of flight, he can still share another amazing adaptation. And that's gonna be his camouflage. No matter where you're sitting, you can probably see him pretty well against my teal polo. But if I step out of the way and we put him against a more natural background, he almost completely disappears. That's because screech owls are specially designed to live in wooded environments. And they're crepuscular, which means they're most active at dusk and dawn when the lights are low. With their petite size and their camouflage, you're actually more likely to hear one than you are to see one. So if you're a small rodent or a cockroach, you may not even realize you're on the dinner menu until it's too late. And if you're not impressed by that, well, clearly he doesn't give a hoot. All right. Well, thanks, Edgar. Mel here is a 2-year-old short-beaked echidna. Looking at him, what do you think he's most closely related to? Porcupine, hedgehog, common guesses, similar adaptations, a coat of quills that help to protect them from predators. However, they're actually most closely related to the platypus. Yeah, they may not look a whole lot alike, but they have a few things in common. 1, they're both endemic or only found on the island of Australia. And 2, they're both monotremes, which is a fun way to say that even though they're mammals, they both lay eggs. That's right, female echidnas lay eggs. Does anyone know what a baby echidna is called? Good guesses, yeah, great guesses. Hedgehogs kind of look like baby echidnas, and kitty would make sense, but they're actually called puggles. And the puggle has no quills when it's first hatched, so it doesn't look like it's related to much of anything. Well, the puggle's gonna spend about 50 more days with mom during this time while their quills grow in, and mom's gonna dig it in to keep her and her puggles safe. And speaking of digging, let's see if Mel will show us his other end. There we go, look at those nails. Those feet are specially adapted for digging. In fact, it's thought that one adult echidna in 1 year will move more than 7 tons of dirt. This naturally tills the soil in Australia and helps to keep their ecosystem healthy and thriving. So just by being the cute, quirky, quilly little creatures that they are, they have a huge impact on their world. All right, everyone give Mel a good day, mate. Good day, mate. Hi, Astro. Hi, buddy. This is Astro. He is a radiated tortoise, and he is actually trained to target or touch our feet, which he just snuck up on me like a fish at the beach does to my mom. Anyway, one of the most remarkable adaptations a tortoise has is probably that shell. How many of you think that when Astro gets off work later, he's going to hang his shell on a hook and strut around his house in his birthday suit? No. How many of you think his shell is his house? He's going to go completely inside of it, lock the door, kick back in his favorite chair, and sort his Pokemon cards? No. His shell is actually part of him. It's made up of 60 interconnected bones, and it is fused with his spine and his ribcage. So as it grows with him. He can't go completely inside of it, and he can't come completely out of it. It does help to protect all of his vital organs, but it is not an impenetrable shield. He actually has nerve endings in his shell, and one of his favorite things is the sensation of scratch from a keeper's hand or a brush. And if you find just the right spot, he'll do the twist. Now, some tortoises are really fond of the sensation of water from a sprinkler, sprayer, or hose. And that's probably because all tortoises are a type of turtle. Not all turtles are a type of tortoise. If it sounds confusing, think of it this way. Every poodle you've ever met has been a dog, but not every dog has been a poodle. Turtles, generally speaking, are designed for an aquatic life. They're going to have webbed feet or flippers to help them swim. But tortoises are the terrestrial tank variation, and they have got cylindrical or elephantine feet that help to distribute their weight as they trek around on the earth. There are 49 different species of tortoise, and they can be found all around the world on all but 2 continents. One is Antarctica. They're reptiles, they're ectothermic, it's cold, that makes complete sense. The other is Australia, which makes no sense at all. They have egg-laying mammals, but they don't have any tortoises natively. Regardless, wherever you find them, they are a keystone species, which means their role in the environment is vital to the survival of that ecosystem. Here in Florida, we have gopher tortoises. They are notorious for being ecosystem engineers and digging burrows that provide shelter not only for themselves, but for over 200 other species of native wildlife. Astro here is an avid agriculturalist. He enjoys eating his fruits and veggies, seeds and all, and what goes in, well, eventually it comes out the other end. So as he's quite literally going around his habitat, he is spreading new plant life and helping to grow plants for himself and for other species. Some tortoises are opportunistic scavengers, and they're going to clean up all sorts of decaying material, both plant and animal. That is a lot of responsibility to put on one tortoise's shell, which is probably why they move so slowly. So he has been trained with something called positive reinforcement, and while it's a simple concept, it's not always the easiest in application. When an animal does something we like and we want to see more of, like following their trainer's feet, there you go, we give them something they like. In Astro's case, it's a well-placed scratch. For some of our animals, it's going to be a tasty treat, time with one of their favorite keepers, or an opportunity to participate in some of their favorite enriching experiences, like a cheetah doing a lure run. Now, positive reinforcement allows us to build relationships of trust with our animals, and that trust allows us to give them the title of boss. They're in charge, and they decide how the show's gonna go. Oh.
Well, everyone, that was a really cute animal show. I really enjoyed hearing about animals that you don't just normally get to see on display in the park. I love the little tortoise and the little screech owl. That's really cool. So we're going to head around now and see some more of the animals that are on display here at Busch Gardens that you can see daily. And we're also going to check out the kids trick-or-treat area. Remember I said that they are having a fall Halloween event for kids during the day here. So we're going to see that as well. So stay tuned for some more stuff. All right, so this is the Candy Sweet-tacular celebration, which is again the daytime trick-or-treating event here at Busch Gardens. This is included with your day ticket. I just believe that you have to buy a trick-or-treating bag. So we're gonna come back here and see what they offer. All right, check it out, little banner. It's cute. Now over here, they got pumpkins with spider webs. A lot of little pumpkins carved over here. And they call this Candy's Pumpkin Palooza. Looks like they have a little dance party back here. Looks like they have a little jack-o'-lantern that you can get in for pictures over here. Now let's check out the trick-or-treating. It also looks like they do a story time here on the stage where you can just kind of sit and relax and hear a spooky story. And over here are the trick-or-treating booths. They're also doing a costume parade. Now it is kind of hot in Florida, even into October in the daytime. It can be 90 degrees in the sun. So I would wear light costumes because this is a daytime event, or maybe Halloween t-shirts, things like that. But you basically get your bag and you put it up to the chute and they give you candy.
Okay.
Pretty neat.
100 bubbles?
And it doesn't look like you have to have one of Busch Gardens bags. It looks like you can bring a bag from home. So that's pretty cool. So some of them do have the bags here at Busch Gardens that they are selling, but other people look like they brought their own bag as well. But look at this witch's foot coming out of the tree. It's pretty cute.
All around us.
All right, guys, check it out. We're riding the train.
Right now.
Here's one of the rides. This is Cobra's
Oh, I do
Curse.
see guests on board. It's Cobra's Curse. Taking riders forward, backward, and spinning in Egypt area. What's that ride called again?
Cobra's Curse.
Cobra's Curse. There must be a hiss in the microphone. Also in Egypt area, you're coming up on a mighty ride, Montu, one of the tallest inverted steel roller coasters in the United
This
States.
is a good one, you guys.
By inverted, I mean that when you ride Montu today, you will dangle your feet as you ride under the rails on Montu. As I look out at the train, I can tell that everyone on board right now would like the chance to ride this roller coaster, Montu. The rest of us will be sticking with the train. Giraffe are the tallest land animals on Earth. Giraffe use their height to reach up high into trees to browse, to eat. Giraffe extend their long prehensile tongues, often over a foot out of their mouths, wrap those tongues around leaves and other food, and pull that food. Now, when a baby giraffe is born, that mother gives birth while standing up. More than can be said about that. A lot of biologists like the idea that stripes serve social purposes. Among zebra, head to the left, the baby rhino is in view. And the baby is growing up quickly. She's only 3 weeks and a day old. She's growing up quickly thanks to drinking what? Her mother's rich milk. You got it.
Well, everyone, it was a fun day here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. We got to check out the new Phoenix Rising roller coaster, which I said is a really good, fun family coaster. If your kids are interested in getting started on roller coasters, it's a good one to start with. I enjoyed the ice skating show, The Rhythm of Nature, and I really liked the Animal Encounters show, where we got to hear about some unique animals that you don't normally get to hear about. The train ride is always fun, and it was super awesome to see the baby rhino. I love seeing the giraffes and the other animals as well. And it's just a fun, peaceful train ride. So definitely try to check that out on your next visit. And again, if you're coming in the fall, remember they have the trick-or-treating in the daytime for kids on the weekends, all the way up until Halloween. And they do have the special ticketed event, Howl a Scream, in the evening, which looks pretty cool. I must say, if you like horror, you might want to check that out as well. So we'll be back to Busch Gardens again. And in the meanwhile, if you like today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on social media like Facebook and Instagram, CFL Park Hopper on both. Thanks for watching.